What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, and welcome to my Lethal Weapon series premiere spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, make sure to check out all the other content I do. Also, over the next 3 months, I will be reviewing over 43 TV shows. So we begin with Martin Riggs chasing down some bad guys in this desert landscape, and his wife ends up calling him and says, "Baby, my water broke, it's time." So she's about to go into labor or such. I don't know the actual terms. But yeah, happy day, man. It is a happy day until she gets killed in a car crash. It's messed up, and it kind of that's what gets you into Martin Riggs the most. Not that he's just crazy, but that's kind of what gets that emotional weight in, and why you could, I don't know, there's just something that so weird of, she's going into labor, she's driving to the hospital, and boom, a car hits her, and that's it, and it kills the baby. So it brings emotional weight to Martin Riggs' character. So it jumps 6 months later. Of course, he's drinking in his trailer that he lives all alone in. He has a new assignment, so he's teamed up with Roger, who is what, Damon Wayans, I believe his name is. There's a lot of Wayans, a lot of brothers. I think there's like 5 of them there. But I've seen him before and multiple other things, of course. I'm not stupid. Not stupid. I know my Wayans. Anyway, so there's a robbery. He ends up stopping it. Long story short, explosion. We've seen this before in the trailers. So there's this new case. Ramon Alvarez, a suicide apparently, but he was murdered. Now I'm feeling like we're getting into an episode of Bones. So anyway, they go to this dock, and there's this chase, and this guy gets hit by a bus. It was a long-ass chase. It was a foot chase, then it was a car chase, and then the guy was backing up, and then a bus hits him, and that's the end of that guy, man. He's a pancake now, or else he's just dust in the wind. I don't know if you could be dust in the wind. Well, that's what. There are stickers on the back of buses that say if you get hit by the bus, you will be extinct. So I'm not sure. There are literally stickers that say that if you haven't seen that. Anyway, they're taking off the case. They go to dinner. This is my favorite scene out of the whole premiere, and I'm going to say it again when I get to the pros. The dinner scene. This was just the best. Hell, I think there should be a draft. Yeah, right? Crazy, man. This guy's insane in the head. Anyway, he mentions his wife. He ends up holding, holds baby. I think he ends up holding the baby. I may have been very tired when I wrote this. Anyway, he holds the baby. They go to the coroner's office, and Ramon's son is kidnapped. Now, apparently, Ramon Alvarez took some heroin. That's why they took his son. And he locks Roger. Martin Riggs ends up locking Roger in his trailer. And he goes to this warehouse. And there's so many guns pointed at him. Of course, he's a suicidal man. He has nothing left to lose. So anyway, guns are pointing at him. Roger ends up showing up in a very cliched way fashion, saving the day. A sniper's on the way. Gonna get paid. Anyway, Riggs ends up getting shot in the foot. I thought I could rhyme, but I guess I can. I'm not cool. I guess I'm not cool enough for you guys, whatever. So Riggs ends up willing to sacrifice himself. He's like, "Here I come, baby. Here I come." And then, well, literally coming. And then, well, Roger shoots him in the foot like a dick that he is. And, the bald head, penis dick, whatever. He ends up getting shot in the head. Not shot in the head, shot in the foot. See what I said, penis head? Either way. So, long story short, shot in the foot. And the sniper's dead. He comes over at night and he interrupts the birthday sex that Roger was going to have or something. And she's like, "Well, I guess you're going to have to wait till 60. 60? 60? He ends up closing the door. Now on to the pros and cons. I'm going to start off the pros because you already know the dinner scene was the best for me. My favorite character so far in the show, of course, is Martin Riggs. I love the way that Roger meets Riggs because he's like, "Hey, that's a civilian. Get him out of there. That's your partner." And because he's so crazy and suicidal, and it's just, I don't know, the way the guy plays Martin Riggs is just, that's some fun character. He's a wild card. You never know what he's going to do next. In just a few simple words, we already know a lot about Martin Riggs' backstory. He was a Navy SEAL, which is badass. That's why he's so badass in a bunch of action scenes and he could hold his own. But then again, like I told you earlier, the way his wife died was so messed up, and it brings that emotional tension to the character of Martin Riggs. Of course, the end was pretty funny with Riggs interrupting Roger's big night. Now, I can already tell you off the bat, one thing that I don't like about Lethal Weapon so far is how cliched it is. I just kind of want to point this out, how, you know, a cliched style it is, and it is, you know, it's one of those shows that it's the case of the week, and there's like 50 other shows that are every week that do a case of the week, case of the week, case of the week, case of the week. Yes, we've seen it before 1,000 times. How many different cases can you do? And yeah, I mean, again, it's Lethal Weapon, and it's a crime show. It's a buddy cop show. Yes, that's the way they do it, but it's been done before. So the thing is the person that they go to, as in the guy who's black and has glasses and has a big afro, it reminds me so much of Curtis from Arrow, who's going to be Mr. Terrific this season. Or there's always that smart person that helps them forensics-wise. The coroner, or like the forensic person that is black and has glasses, or it's a girl who has glasses, and they're the smart people of the group. It's just one of those where it's like, great, we're going to be reporting to this person every week, or the chief, captain, like, just, I understand, yeah, well, that's a buddy cop show, man, that's how it is, but I'm saying it has a lot of cliched beats of it. Now, even though I like Riggs and Rogers, I'm not a big fan of the action scenes. Well, since it was the pilot, I'm saying the action scenes didn't really impress me. Especially when Rogers drove that truck into the building. How did he know that Riggs wasn't right there? He could have crushed Riggs. He could have hit the kid. I do want to say the dock scenes felt very weird because Riggs was following this guy, and then two people were holding guns to him. Obviously, they're bad people. And then he ran away, and then it became a car chase, and then the other guy has a gun shooting at Riggs, and then Riggs jumps on the guy's car, and then this, and then that, and then the guy gets hit by a bus. Like, it just, like, okay, it was great seeing the guy get hit by the bus. I did not see that coming, and it was pretty funny. But just the way it was done, like, when he's going to jump on the car, they don't fully show him jumping on the car fully. It kind of cuts, and then he's on the car. Kind of, just the way it's put together, and the way it's written, and they go into this Daytona show too, and it just, you know, and I get it if it's an adaptation, a faithful adaptation to the original Lethal Weapons and everything. Yes, it's over the top, it's 80s action style and stuff. Okay, then I get that, but still, it's just the way it was put together in the dock scene. For a pilot, at least, it didn't really impress me, because again, a lot of things are cliched, cases of the week. I've seen this before. A part of it turned like bones. I did like the aspect of Martin Riggs, like the suicide looked like, you know, he was murdered, but he was like, he has no, like, the way he looked at his boots, and he was like, there's something on his boots. He did not walk all the way up here and kill himself. Like that, okay, that aspect of detective work I like, but all the other stuff of reporting to a forensic person and this and that, and if we're going to be seeing them every single week, and it's going to be one of those, what's the case this week? What's the case this week? What's the boom, boom, boom. Lucifer already does it. You have NCIS or whatever. You have Law and Order. Reruns every day. It's the same. Bones does it. It's, you know, it's just, I mean, I don't hate this Lethal Weapon. I thought the pilot was okay. I'm still going to watch the upcoming episodes. It's not like I wasn't, I was impressed, again, but mostly by Martin Riggs. That's the only reason why I'm really interested in this show. Overall, I thought it was an okay pilot. And like I said earlier, my favorite scene was the dinner scene. All the jokes outside the dinner scene were either alright or bad, especially Roger always attempting to do jokes. So I'm going to give Lethal Weapon Season 1, Episode 1 a C+. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack that like button. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Make sure to share this review with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more awesome Lethal Weapon reviews weekly. The road to 500 has begun. Join the Big D Nation. Again, over the next 3 months, over 43 shows, a lot of content on the channel. Check it out. Again, Lethal Weapon, it was okay. And even when I saw the first trailer when it released, I thought it looked okay. It didn't look great. It didn't look amazing. It's not the #1 show on cable right now or anything like that. It's okay. It's not, you know, it's not super funny. The action's not that good. But I think it's worth the watch. I think it's worth the, you know, I'll check out Episode 2. I'll check out Episode 3. I don't plan on just abandoning the show. I think it'll interest me enough for a few weeks. And if it gets really super boring, then okay, drop it. If it gets more interesting, continue with it. Thanks again. Till next time. Bye-bye.